Welcome, welcome, friends. It's been a while since I've posted, but I'm back. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Carolee. This is my channel, Clarity with Carolee, where I help to bring you clarity through life's toughest challenges. Today's reading, because I'm back, it's been a few months, Spirit wanted me to bring general random messages to you. So I have 3 piles here for you to choose from. And these are just general messages. So if you have something that you want to clarify or you want confirmation on something, then this reading would be really good for you. And if, in general, if Spirit brought you here, then there's a message in one of these piles for you. So take a few moments, inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, you can pause the video if you need to. When you're ready, choose the pile that resonates with you the most. I don't have any stones out here, any crystals out here, but for a pile selection, but choose the image that resonates with you the most, okay? And then when you're ready, you can click on the timestamp next to your selection pile. You're also welcome to watch as many piles as you want if you feel called to. I haven't done the readings yet, but I have pre-selected some cards. So let's go through the piles. We have pile number 1, the Morrigan, Take Action, number 22. Pile number 2, the Lovers at the Feast, Conscious, Aware Eating. The card is number 23. And pile number 3 is Dreamcatcher, Dreaming Your Wisdom, and the card is number 42. Take a moment, choose the pile that resonates with you the most. Go down to the Okay, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Get rid of any extra energy that's lingering from the pile selection. And I pre-selected your cards for today's reading. I had started to record without pre-selecting, and then I had to go somewhere. I was interrupted, so I kept the cards, and I'm going to pick up where I left off. And so all of the piles, I selected the cards ahead of time. So this is the secret final message card, the advice card from Spirit, which we'll look at the end of the reading today. And I'll go in the order that I pulled and was telling the story when I first recorded this, and I'll probably catch a lot more than I did in the my first time doing a reading. Okay, so here we go. Spirit's like, stop rambling, Carolee. All right, so we have here the Morrigan, Take Action. The energy in this group is very take charge, but you weren't always like that. And there's a story here about how you came to be this person, the person that you are today. And I feel like sometimes you might not give yourself enough credit for the amount of work that you put into yourself, into your life, into healing, into becoming powerful, owning your inner power, your wisdom that is very innate within you. See the little crescent moon on her third eye? She's very psychic, very intuitive. And I think you were born with that natural gift, but at the same time, in order to sharpen it with this blade here, in order to sharpen your wisdom, your soul, this isn't just Spirit throwing you in like this. This was something that was predetermined for you. A part of your fate was the lessons that you wanted to learn. You wanted to become wise. You wanted to become more discerning. You wanted to be fair. You wanted to learn how to integrate your body and your mind when you're making choices. You wanted to see people clearly. Like she's giving me the assassin vibes. Really, social justice might be really important to you. And you've been through you've been through a lot in your life with the Seven of Fire, but it was for a purpose, the Seven of Wands. It's about spiritual transformation through our learned experiences, and you really went through it, but that was a part of your journey in this life. You really wanted to tie up loose ends, I'm hearing. So a lot of you wanted to tie up loose karmic ends, cut karmic cords, because you're evolving to a higher level. Your soul is evolving to a higher level. You are becoming a master. You are becoming a teacher, a guide on the other side. And so in order to be that on the other side, in the astral plane, you had to go through it and learn how to be what it's like to be human, to be discerning, to cut cords, to choose yourself over other people. Like, you've had to do all of this in the trenches of your life. It's been extremely difficult, but it was for a reason. Even though you might not, when we're here on the physical plane, we don't understand why all this pain, why all this sorrow. How come I can't get ahead? How come every time I try to get ahead, I get set back? But it's because of those dark experiences that you've gone through that you are able to be a beacon of light to other people. And that was your mission here, and you're accomplishing that mission extremely well. You might not see it, you might not believe it right now, but that's what's coming into your life, that awareness, that power. You're already resilient, but now you're owning it, and you're using the resilience that you've had to build from a lifetime of stress and abandonment and disillusionment and all that stuff. I'm not going to get into much of the pain in this reading of what happened, because I think Spirit's like, okay, enough now. You've done enough. You've learned enough. Now it's really time to be that beacon of light, to shine your light onto the world. Okay. Oh, and then here, next to the Seven of Wands or Seven of Fire here. I'll read the card though. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. You've also become really discerning about the challenges and people that you let into your life. Is it worth this? Like, is even little things, going out with a group of people or to an event that you don't necessarily have the energy for. Learning to be discerning about where you focus your time and energy, your resources. That's been really an important lesson for you as well. And if you are going to choose a battle, you are going to do it with intelligence, with grace, with poise, with focus, determination. You know what you want. You know the end goal. And then you're working through the steps to get there, following the breadcrumbs from the universe or your own intuition. It's almost like I see this woman, in Spirit saying green, a green dress, an old-time dress, right, with a high collar, those old-timey corset dresses, and hair is flowing like this in the wind on a cliff, and just looking back at the journey that brought you to this moment. But looking out at this, I see her looking out at the ocean, at this world. It's almost like you were a voyager, probably in a different life, just looking at what else could possibly be out there. This isn't even the end of my journey, and look at how far I've come. That's what she's sort of thinking and saying, looking out at this ocean. And the opportunities, what's next is so vast. You can't really pinpoint it yet, maybe, but there is this brand new world that's coming into your life. You're just on the precipice of a completely different existence, but that's because you have two master numbers here as well, 11 and 22. You've mastered that. You've mastered the lessons that you came here to learn, and now it's the next phase of imparting that wisdom that you've collected on this journey through this life and other lives as well. Number 11 was Strength card, Archangel Ariel. This is typically the Strength card. Number 8. This is usually the number 8. I'm being stopped there. Hold on one second. I'm just looking at this rainbow coming into this card here. It's so beautiful. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. I'm hearing Aurora Borealis, if that means anything to any of you. the wonders of the world. I think you are a wonder of this world. How you've managed to come through some of the darkest times with so much light is fascinating. Your spirit guides, angels, I mean, they knew you could do it, but they're so proud of you, and other people marvel at you. You, I don't think, see this, but people marvel at you. Oh my God, look at what she has accomplished, or who she is, just as a person, shining your light on the world, opening your heart up to the world with so much power and grace, and balance. Right? You've almost come out of all of this fire more balanced, stronger, more full of compassion and love and forgiveness than ever before. And you've been through it, right? And that's really important when it comes to spiritual leaderships. That's what we want to look for when we're looking for leaders who have gone through life, and can lead the way out of darkness, and who aren't telling you what to do. They're showing you what to do because they walked the path. It's in their body memory. They know how to accomplish something, how to defeat something, how to overcome challenges. Those are the types of people that you want, showing, illuminating the path or leading the path into our future. And that's you. Okay, so let's go on to what these cards are saying. We have 19, innocence, and number 6 of cups with the dream. And when I had clarified that, I got number 1, existence, with the magician. So we have the sun, the magician, and the 6 of cups. This is who you were meant to be. The 6 of cups to me in this reading is like, this was your dream. This is your inner child. This is the real you, the authentic you coming out, coming forward. Connecting people, I'm hearing, with hope. I'm just looking at her, gazing at this couples kissing in the stars. You're helping people to reconnect with their inner selves, because you've connected with your inner self. You're now expressing that. You might find that you are starting to, that energy, like you have those, I want to say self-awareness. It's like you are finally expressing the truth of who you are, the person that you were when you were a child, really young. And look at, in this card, we have existence, magician, the shooting star, I wish upon a star. And this green leaf here, it almost looks as if this leaf is bringing her up to, and there was a large car honking outside, bringing her up towards her dreams, her goals. The universe is calling her and bringing her, because she's done all of the work. I say her because the image there reminds me of a her, but it doesn't matter. Masculine, feminine energy. I think this can go anyway, however you identify. So there's this, the earth or spirit, bringing you up to your podium almost, actually. And now they're showing me standing here. And then the stars are your people. Oh, that's pretty interesting. So we talked about you coming here to learn and becoming a guide, and a messenger. And this is almost as if it's you coming up to the universe saying, okay, now what? Use me how you need to use me to help save souls and guide souls on this planet. And the universe is like speaking to you, and filling you with knowledge, and you're coming back into your 3D reality with all of this knowledge and awareness and purpose, and really helping souls to evolve, helping people to get out of tough situations, helping people to meet, I'm hearing, meet them where they're at. So you, through all these experiences, are able to meet people where they're at, because you understand them and their challenges as humans, and then you have all this knowledge and awareness from the universe, from spirit world. You've integrated your human experiences with your knowledge and wisdom and awareness from the celestial bodies, and you're merging them to help meet people where they're at, to help be that kind of guide into the next phase of our existence. And your soul has been longing for this. Okay, sorry about that. I had to stop the video. Aria came in and asked me for a snack. Okay. Okay, where were we, my lovelies? The sun. Spirits brought, bringing me to the sun. There is so much unexpected beauty and light and joy coming into your life, I think. And you've done all the shadow work, the hard work in order to get this, in order to bring this in. So your dreams are manifesting very quickly, basically. Your dreams are manifesting very quickly, almost instantly. Or when you least expect it, or because you're expecting it and believe in yourself so much now, they roll in pleasantly without, it's not like you're pleasantly surprised by this. It's coming in because you know that you've done the work, you know that you're ready, you know what you've come here to do, and you're doing the work now, and you're not stressing yourself out about it. It doesn't feel like a mission or the work of fulfilling your destiny. It feels like a process instead. That's what they're telling me. Sorry, I just want to check, make sure that I turned this on. Oh my goodness. All right, what's after that? I had pulled these cards. The Four of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm gonna move this stuff down. So you can see. This is a final advice card, so I'll read this one at the very end. So we have Four of Cups, Page of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. With the Four of Cups, this is saying release distractions from your life. In order to manifest this faster, or to step into your power more effectively or efficiently, or I don't really want to use those words, to follow through, I think is the right way of saying it. In order to follow through and continue to pick up pace the way that you're picking up pace right now, and to maintain this speed and bring abundance in, bring opportunities into your life, you feel like there's a lot of momentum going in your life. And so to keep that momentum going, that's what I'm trying to say, the moral of the story, is to resist the urge to fall back into old habits with the Four of Cups. Resist temptation to be all of the things that you were in the past that didn't help you get to where you want to go. There's a lot of learned coping mechanisms, learned behavior that helped you survive in a really cruel world through all this stress, through these challenges. But now it's the time to let that go, accept it for what it is, and embrace it. Say, okay, that really kept me safe. You know, unhealthy relationships, unhealthy relationship with food, not sleeping enough, not taking care of yourself enough. Those types of behaviors, not speaking up for yourself, not owning your power, not owning your voice, keeping yourself small as a way to, you know, fly under the radar so you don't get noticed because of whatever happened in the past. We're not going to analyze that here. But the Four of Cups here is like, okay, resist the urge to go back to old behaviors, temptations, coping strategies, distractions, all of that, and focus on the path forward. What's the next baby step that you can take? With the Page of Wands, this is, you know, baby steps to reach your goal, which is the Queen of Pentacles at the end here. And the Queen of Pentacles is very grounded. She's very sure of herself. She has a plan. She has systems in place for what it is that she's trying to achieve. She knows how to delegate tasks, how to communicate her worth and what she wants, how to negotiate contracts. All these things, right, is the Queen of Pentacles. She's very nurturing and loving and supportive, but she's very sure. She's very determined. She's very focused. So that is where you're going. and very successful, financially stable, well off, very independent, financially independent. And you might be looking at the road ahead right now thinking, oh, it's so far away and there's so much work to be done. But Spirit's saying, don't look at that. I mean, look at the end goal, feel it, feel what it would feel like to be successful in that way, or the way that you really want to be successful in. And then what baby steps can you take right now, today, to get you there? Small, tiny little steps if you have to. Follow the passion, follow what drives you, follow what gets you excited. That is your clue. And it doesn't matter what other people, like this could also be rejecting other people's ideas of what you should be doing, and instead focusing on your vision and your goals and executing them with passion and excitement. And if it's not making you passionate and excited, how can you make it feel more exciting? How can you bring passion to the table? How can you lean into your work on those days that it feels maybe a little mundane? But overall, the thing that you're meant to be doing, your destiny, your path, it's always going to light you up at least a little bit. Maybe not every day you're going to feel the same, but you're going to feel very passionate about the cause. And that's when you have a feeling that that's the right way to go. Some days you might doubt yourself, and that could be because of conditioning from childhood, right? That's not your intuition, that's your fear. So follow your intuition, follow what drives you, follow what lights you up, follow what excites you, follow what you love talking to people about, follow what other people ask you about. When people come to you for advice, what's the one thing that they come to talk to you about? And see if there's a consistency around, among all the conversations that you're having, and follow that direction, because that's what people are looking to you for advice regarding, if that makes any sense. So you're at a big, I'm not a turning point, but precipice, where you've walked like this, you've walked up this mountain, up the steps here, and you're going down the other side into this valley that's so nurturing for you. It's very stable for you. It feels like a homecoming to your family, your soul family, with the stars there. It's very powerful, a very powerful reading. So let's look at the card of advice that I grabbed for you from Spirit, the Six of Wands. Wow. So you are going to be recognized for your entire life journey. I'm seeing people are going to come to you. They're going to want you to tell their story. This could be that your passion is artistry or interpretive dance and art, and expressing your experiences and life lessons and soul and emotions and all of that into something creative. With the Six of Cups, you are definitely a shining star with star quality. People are going to look to you for advice, for leadership, for infotainment, I'm hearing as well for some of you. But the world needs you right now. The whole world needs whatever it is that you are needing, the Spirit wants you to put out there. And I'm hearing also, maybe some of you try not to feel, you might be afraid of the spotlight a little bit because of conditioning from your past. You might be really nervous about stepping into that spotlight, but you have all the skills, the experience, the knowledge, the light. People, you walk into a room and you light the room up. People stop and take notice of you. You are a showstopper, right? People stop and take notice of you because of your energy, because of your experience, because of your wisdom. You see, look at her in this picture. She sees into the soul of others, he, right? However you resonate, you can see into the soul of other people and draw them out. It's very powerful, a very powerful leadership ability, quality that's innate in you. And people are going to see you, they're going to follow you, they're going to recognize you, and they're going to follow you. You don't have to, even try to coerce people or sell people. It's just your passion. People are just going to find you from your passion. They're going to follow you because of the spark that you light within them. And you're going to just lead a lot of people to success, to follow their destiny, to feel good in your presence, fair. If you're helping with social justice issues, bringing fairness and balance and understanding and compassion to the way you lead, to the way you guide. This is a great pile. It's very powerful. Pile number 1. And with that, I'm going to move on to pile number 2. All right, hey pile. Oh, let me just get settled. Okay, pile number 2, welcome to your reading. You chose the lovers at the feast, conscious, aware, eating. So, I did pre-select cards. It wasn't intentional when I first recording this, but I had to leave and come back, and so anyway, I had to start recording again, and the cards were mostly chosen, so I just figured I'd pre-select them today. Easy breezy. This is sort of just a random message from Spirit. That's what this reading is about. A random message from Spirit. What does each pile, this group of people, what do they need to know right now? And so you chose the lovers at the feast, conscious, aware eating. Now, this could be about celebration, right? The colors in this card are so beautiful. They have the aquamarine color, the mixture of the throat chakra and the heart chakra, the green and the blue, healing, communication, connection, love, intimacy. There's all of the lower chakra colors. We have the yellow, the orange, red, mixed together with some white and some illumination and pink and healing, love-fueled energy, passion, grounding, feeling really safe and protected by maybe a partner or a person or your higher self or your spirit guides, or it could be that your community, your family. There's a lot of love in this card, just off the bat. So your question could be regarding love. If you aren't thinking about love, I mean, looking at these cards, I'm just going to take a sneak peek, and looking at these cards, it's pretty much about a romantic relationship. It could be soul family, soul connections that are coming into your life, and celebrating how far you've come. It's what I'm seeing right now actually is like the table that what's the Last Supper? I mean, everybody knows it, right? The Last Supper painting. And Jesus is there talking to his apostles, and what I'm seeing is like a dinner feast with your soul tribe, just like laughing and chilling and hanging out and talking about like the life that you guys just went through together. It's like the end of your life, all of the souls that you made a contract with to learn things from and share things with in this world, in this 3D life, this life that you're in right now, or maybe even past lives. You're coming together and you're kind of laughing and joking, and like a book club, like coming together and sharing notes about what you experienced and how it went and what you learned and all of that. That's what I'm seeing for this. So if you're thinking about a romantic partner, I do think that there's a romantic partner coming into your life if you don't have somebody already. If you are with somebody, it might be that person levels up. I'm hearing that they really start to commit to you finally, or there's somebody coming into your life that's going to commit to you, or this is about just that like camaraderie with your soul tribe and really feeling at home in yourself, in your body, in this life, like really feeling yourself, your spirit self, your energy self in your human body right now. So it could be, depending on where you're at, that's a few different interpretations. And then when I pulled these angel tarot cards, I got Page of Water, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly, a new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, or heightened psychic abilities. So we were already talking about that, but then we also have the 10 of Water, so 10 of Cups and the Page of Cups. This is like, it could also be a new romantic relationship coming in. It could be your child. It could be a person with a child, a man or a woman coming into your life that already has a child. This could be your child. Page of Cups. And then obviously the Page of Cups is very water sign heavy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be relevant here. And then the 10 of Water, again, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer as well. But whatever it is that's coming into this new romance, this new love, this new creativity, this new passion project, could be with a partner, someone from your soul tribe. it's just going to be so fulfilling. It's something that you've dreamed of. If you haven't had this your entire life, this is something that you've really dreamed of. And you're ready, you're open, and it's coming. There's so much beauty and depth here. So the Ten of Water says, a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. Like somebody that you can finally trust. Maybe you've struggled. There's a big storm kind of off in the distance here. Maybe you've struggled emotionally. And this is a new, it's very refreshing. I feel like the energy just feels very refreshing. Like I'm seeing somebody kind of standing at the very front or the bridge, I think it's called, of a boat, a sailboat, and just like feeling the mist of the water splash on your face, and you just feel renewed. You feel like, okay, I think I'm ready now. You know, you've had so much healing. You're starting, and even with the aware eating, maybe you've already, I think this is an already energy. So you've started taking care of your health, started taking care of your body, eating right, being very conscious about what you're putting into your mind, into your energy field, food, information, the news, right? Like the media that you're consuming, social media, all of that. You're being very conscious about that. And there's this energy of like, my body is my temple, my air, my zone, I guess, my home is my temple, keeping it clean, keeping it fresh. There's just a lightness to you that feels very new, or renewal. So it's maybe been a long time since you felt this way, and it's starting to emerge now. So when I pulled these cards first, and then I clarified with two more of these angel tarot cards, and we got King of Earth, loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. This is the Knight of Pentacles. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. And then we also got the Sun, which the Sun came up in pile number 1 as well, in a different context though. But Spirit wanted me to mention that. So the Sun, number 19, Archangel Uriel. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success, have confidence in yourself. The Knight of Earth, King of Pentacles, it feels like, to me, this is almost like this beautiful new union or renewed union between you and another soul is coming in. And this person might have a child with the Page of Water there. It could, and this Knight of Pentacles is an earth sign, so it could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So this person is coming into your life. They might have a child, or you already have a child, or you're coming together and creating a family somehow with your children. But there's just so much joy and happiness and love here, and forgiveness, possibly if there's forgiveness that needs to be had or given, or a serious conversation about something from the past, if that resonates for you. Whatever it is, there's new energy, new love coming into your life, a happy family, connection and closeness and creativity, and it feels like it's for a purpose, you know? And they're showing me Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding, and I remember watching their wedding, and he just smiles at her like there's nobody else in the room, you know? He just loves her, and that's this kind of love that I'm picking up on here. It's so beautiful. And it's worth it. It's worth the fight. If there, you know, has been fights in the past, there's so much passion. Look at this passion in this card. This flower blooming. Like, I think the two of you coming together is really going to open you both up more than you even expected to. Maybe you've been closed off in the past, but this relationship, this person, this new creative venture is opening you up from your root chakra. There's like, tantric energy flowing in this relationship. Like, I don't want to peek too much into that because this is a PG reading, but oh my goodness, like there's just so much opening and warmth and passion and vulnerability and sensitivity, and this is like a love to end all loves kind of a love. It's amazing. Okay, what did I pull over here? And then on this side, we got this. 8 of Cups, letting go. number 20 with judgment beyond illusion. And so there was like this choice to let go over here, and I had to delve deeper, obviously, because that's a little confusing. The Eight of Cups is typically about letting go in order to do some inner soul work, to really understand yourself, to heal yourself. It's a very solo journey, and then making that decision to do that, to answer the calling of your soul. Right? This could be even letting go of something else in order to come together with this person. Or in the past, you had to let go of each other in order to grow, in order to heal your soul, in order to balance other karmic cords, other karmic loose ends. And then there might be this coming back together. But there's definitely, at some point, there was this need to let go in order to fulfill yourself, to love yourself, to show that that you love yourself more than anything else. And when you love yourself more than anything else, other things start to fall into place. When you respect yourself, admire yourself, that raises your vibrational frequency, and then it draws the right people into you that match that vibrational frequency. So there's a lot of learning and lessons through self-reflection, through letting go, in order to take care of your own healing journey. And maybe that's what this person had to do for a little while. If there's separation in this relationship, maybe they had to let go at that time, to go through certain lessons, to fulfill their own karmic contracts, right? If this is a twin soul journey, and if you believe in twin soul and twin flames, then a part of that journey is to sometimes come together in a life, let go, fall apart, so that you can learn to be who you are, to step in your own rhythm, to fulfill your own needs, to do the healing work that you came here to do. But then once you guys are ready, coming back together, choosing to come back together consciously, just as you chose to be apart consciously, but coming back together with more conscious awareness, in a healthier mindset, ready to actually use this connection for a good purpose, for what it was meant to be used for, right? Twin flames come together. When they do finally come together, it's for a purpose, for humanity. It's to usually build a business or build something to help other souls heal. Right? It's not a selfish kind of a love. This is like, okay, we've come together and now we want to give to other people because we found our joy, we found our purpose, we found home. Now let's show other people how to do it, right? Like it's a huge task. It's huge. A calling, I should say. You're being called to this. So then we have de-isolation, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles with adventure. What I'm seeing is almost like this child is putting this rainbow on top of the tears here on this ice, because you can see the iceberg figure in this card is sort of crying, but the colors make me think about this adventure. Page of Pentacles, rainbow color. It's very yellow. It's very healing. It's, cleansing out the betrayal. Maybe there was some sort of betrayal that happened in this union in the past, and there's a sense of honoring those emotions, that experience, and maybe this person is coming back into your life to really honor who you are, who you meant to that, like what you meant to them, and they never really told you. So here I see that they're offering you, this Page of Pentacles is offering you, it could be an explanation. It's something very tangible, very grounded in reality. It's like, okay, here they're offering you, like, I just keep hearing an apology, but more than that, an explanation of, I've done a lot of this inner work on myself, and now I'm ready to be different. I'm ready to renew this and really show up for you. But I know that I might have to prove it with tangible tangible efforts. Like a Pentacles card is very grounded. It's very like, how do you ground things, earth something? How do you bring something into the 3D? This person wants to prove to you that they've changed. if this is somebody from the past, or if it's somebody new that's coming into your life, they're going to show you what real love is, and they're going to help you forgive and let go, and help you believe in yourself, believe that you're worthy of love in a very real, tangible sense. You're going to, it's almost like coming home and feeling at home in your body. They're like the key, they're like it's like you have the lock and they have the key, right? And they're opening the door to possibilities, which is also what the Page of Pentacles is about, is possibilities, opportunities together even. But this meeting with this person is going to open up a floodgate of possibilities, a rainbow of possibilities. It's going to feel like magic. And it's going to start melting. Like I'm looking at this iceberg figure just crying and kind of leaking, melting. Its heart is melting all that, the pain away, returning to your heart. A return to innocence, yeah. I said that in pile number 1 too, return to innocence. That's that song, Return to Innocence. It's playing in my head right now. The wonder and magic of life. And that's what love's going to do. Love's going to open up that door to the wonder and awareness in your life, in the whole universe. Your psychic gifts, if you, I think some of you are very psychically gifted or very intuitive, it's going to open up even more in this person, this relationship, or this entity, this thing, this project, this creative project. I do think it's a person. This does feel like a romantic connection to me, but it could be with a soul family member as well. It doesn't have to be romantic, but there's this opening, this whole other level of conscious awareness of the separation and coming back together, and what that does to expand the universal, the energies that expand and continue to expand the universe. It's very powerful. Okay, so this kind of reiterates what I've already been saying down here, but I'll put this there. So we have the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Eight. Oh, when this came up, this was sort of a cross. So it was that way. It wasn't upward. It wasn't upright or down. So, or reverse. So we'll, I'm going to look at it both ways. This Ace of Wands. Oh, there's so many cards came out. Okay, I'll just put that there and that there. I hope you can see it. I know it's a bit overlapping. A lot of you guys got a lot of cards. So the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, and then the Eight of Wands across it. There's this person. You know what? I want to pull one more card, because I had picked these cards and read the story, and then I had to go, and then coming back, I just want to clarify something. The Five of Wands. I think that in the past, you've had a conflict, or this person or one of you, okay, with the Justice card. So we have Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here, and then we have the Justice card to go over those ones there. So it could be that one of you had a falling apart in your home life, conflicts in your home life. Maybe you separated in the past, and one or both of you got married, or had other relationships, other families, and that didn't work out. Like, that's not working out the way that you had intended it to work. And there's something around this person, or an explanation that's needed as to like why it didn't work out in the past, what they've been doing up until then, or even like if this is a new person, new situation, they've been through some sort of, I'm hearing balancing act, where they felt like they were on a tightrope, and they didn't know which way to go. They felt very limited, very inhibited. They felt very strange. They felt like They were constantly walking on eggshells, maybe. I'm saying just seeing somebody on a tightrope and they're just very unstable. And there's maybe two different people on either side, or two different lives on either side of this tightrope. And they're like, which side should I go on? This side or over on this side? You know, and it's very shaky. They've been on very shaky ground, and they didn't, they needed to return to a sense of balance in their lives, in who they were. But with the Justice card and the Four of Wands, this Justice and Four of Wands makes me think about marriage. Because the Four of Wands is the 11-11 card. It's usually the home of marriage, or the card of like marriage or unity, togetherness, partnership. And then we have the 11, so it's like 11, 11, 11. There's something around wishing though, like wishing on a star, but I'm hearing, you are my dream come true, or my dream realized. And I think it also has something to do with the Five of Wands. This is also like they were really fighting about, this internal battle of what they wanted, who they wanted to be. There's this, like the tightrope idea. There's this one side of the coin where they thought that maybe that this was the life for them. And then it's almost as if here that it's almost like this frog in this card. Oh, hold on. It's almost like the frog is running away from the Four of Wands, running away from this life, from this experience, from this marriage, from this home. You know, and it's almost like, I'm not going to say, I want to say stabbed in the back, but just, I feel like this is a lot of other people's opinions. And that's why I think it wasn't up or down. I think that this person might explain this to you, that in the past they've really struggled with other people's opinions, and not really feeling as though they could be true to themselves, to live how they wanted to live, and marry who they wanted to marry, and be with who they want to be with. Like, there were a lot of these other people's expectations on them, and I think they might explain that to you. Whether you accept that explanation is up to you, but I think that what they found in this life that they just kind of left, just got out of, it's like there was so much conflict, and it wasn't really, there weren't any lessons to be learned after a little while. Like, I'm just saying, somebody who chose something or had something, and it just, they were like, why am I here? This doesn't even make any sense. And they just felt very overwhelmed. They felt like they couldn't be themselves. They felt kind of trapped. They wanted to be themselves, and or maybe that they were always I'm just looking at this. There's like the tiger here. It's almost like he's running around a maze or something, looking for the exit. That's what I'm seeing. Just like looking, which way do I go, and reaching dead ends, not knowing why, right? And it's almost like with this moon card, I think you guys have a very psychic connection with this moon card. It's almost like this figure is following the sound of your voice, or whoever you resonate with in this whole story. But it's like, you know, and in order to get to find you, this person also had to go through all of this conflict. They faced it at the dead end in this maze. There was like hurdles that they had to jump over in order to find you. And you're just like here calling out your bat signal, or your signal, right, to the moon. You're very psychically connected. I think you might be having dreams of each other, about each other, communicating in your dreams. It's like, and it's blowing your mind. I think you're just like, you know, sending out this signal to bring them closer to you. That's what I'm getting from this. And, you know, with the Three of Swords, when I look at the moon card here, it could be like this person yelling out in agony. But I also think that there's this possibility where this is somebody from the past who really like shook your world, like shattered your heart. and nothing's ever been quite the same. And you're just yelling, you know, you're howling at the moon in pain. Like, why couldn't this be, why couldn't we be together? Why couldn't, or either this is, if this, that, and that's if it's somebody from your past, but if it's somebody in the future, you're calling out this signal to somebody, your soulmate, who's coming towards you, whether there's somebody from your past or somebody from your future, but this person is having to jump through hurdles, you know, battle people, like Super Mario, right? Super Mario, you're a princess. Super Mario is battling all these, you know, things, and, you know, Bowser and all that in order to get to you. And you're just like calling out in agony, like, oh, calling for them to come and rescue you from your tower, like a you know, not that you need another person to rescue you, but there's something about like capturing your heart, rescuing your heart. You know, love is healing, and you've been hurt in the past, but that doesn't mean you need to be isolated all the time, right? I think this reading is also about opening your heart, because there is somebody that's there for you, very connected, or a business venture. I do think this is a romantic connection, at least that's what Spirit wants me to talk mostly about. And the two of you are so close that you're so meant to be together, and there's been all this stuff in between. But imagine what it is that you guys are going to be able to do with this story, with this knowledge, with this awareness, with these experiences that you've had together. There's just like so much passion with the Ace of Wands there. There's so much passion, excitement. Like, that is a very sexy card, the Ace of Wands, I have to say. Oh, and then here too, the Page of, I'll put that there, the Page of Pentacles. Like, there's when you guys do finally come together, and I feel like when you do come together with the Justice card, it's like balance is restored. The universe can sigh and say, we did it, we brought them together. Like, why did that happen? Why did that take so long? So unnecessarily long process of bringing you guys together. Like, come on, guys. But together, now that you're finally together, it's like this passion, this spark, this influence, possibilities start flooding into your life, like raining opportunities and abundance that's coming because of what you guys are meant to bring to the world, and that together you can really do amazing things for humanity. If that resonates, it's such a powerful reading, you guys. Do I want to pull like another card? I do not know. Let me see. One more card, Spirit. Oh no, I have this one, the card for advice. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Let me show you what the final advice card was here. Oh yeah, I'm going to clarify that actually. The seven, Chariot in reversed. I'm going to just clarify. So that could be Cancer, Cancer sign. And then we have, just now, I'm going to lay these out. We have the Hermit, or 9, which is Virgo, Magician, Queen of Swords, and the King of Cups. Wow. Hold on. King of Cups. King of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it's just this energy of it being really slow. I think that you are, if you're watching this, no matter, how you resonate in this story. So we have the Queen of Swords with Temperance. You've really had to temper your expectations of this person, like what to expect from them, the timing. I feel like you're very intuitive. If you're watching this, you're intuitive, and you're the one sort of waiting. You're the, you're the moon here, howling at the moon, the wolf howling at the moon, the Queen of Swords, very intuitive, very connected. I think even when maybe you first met, if this is someone from your past, you knew that they were your twin flame. You knew that they were your soulmate. And maybe when you guys separated, you were like, what? How could I be so wrong about this? But it's been so long with the Chariot in reverse. It's been such a long time that you almost gave up, right? But your subconscious with the Hermit there also means that the Hermit, your subconscious is telling you that no, this is the right one. You knew it all along. You were right. You've been wanting them to come back into your life. You know it intuitively. You feel them very close, very connected. You're dreaming about them. You can feel their energy. Like you resonate. It's almost like two of your energies are entangled. Like you're just so connected, so entangled. On this quantum level. Like this is a very spiritual connection, but you've just been sort of waiting, taking care of yourself, balancing yourself, going through your own stuff. But for a really long time, it's almost as if you've been waiting for this person to get their stuff together. See, we have the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles here. This is like somebody who's taken their time, but they've had to. But now they are coming to you after a long time, a long journey, very calm, very cool, collected, knowing what they want, knowing what they don't want, having lived through all these experiences, and knowing that like you are what they want. They love you. Like there's this deep undying love here that's been present for a long time. Maybe not in the 3D, but in the 5D, you guys are extremely connected spiritually, psychically. You might even, what's it called when you you might have a very telepathic connection as well. Like you can hear them, you can feel them. It's almost as if they were there. I'm just curious. I'm just pulling cards because I'm curious now. Yeah. Okay. So this person right now, in this moment, they're wondering how to approach you. They're very nervous. With the Seven of Cups, King of Swords, they're thinking of all these different ways that they can come to you and tell you this, tell you how they feel. Or if you're this person, you're currently working out a way to bring this information to this person that you love. That's, it's been so many, like, it's been so long. How do I say without sounding crazy? They're probably, they're worried that you'll reject them. It's causing them a lot of anxiety, and it's not getting any better. Yeah, they want relief. With the Six of Pentacles, they want relief from this agony, this burden of not telling you how they truly feel, without having you in their lives. They're like, oh my God, how can I make it happen? Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Wow. There is so much fiery energy here. Like they find you like their guiding light. Like you are such a star to them. You excite them beyond, I can't even get into it in this reading. There's so much passion, so much power. Like you guys could create something together that will stand the test of time. Like a totally different life, luxury, so much intimacy, so much exploration, with the Devil, luxury. Like this is just like eating a strawberry dipped in chocolate, or a chocolate dip. How do you say it? A chocolate dipped strawberry. That, and like the juiciest strawberry. That's what I'm seeing. Like and then the strawberry juices are like running all down your face and down your neck, and like that is what I'm feeling. That's the essence of what I'm feeling. And I'm gonna leave your reading at that, pile number 2. Thank you for watching. And yeah, if this resonated, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you think. It's pretty cool. I'm excited for you. Come back and tell me how it goes. All right. Now moving on to pile number 3. All right. Pile number 3. Let me just get organized here. Okay, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose number 42, Dreamcatcher, Dreaming Your Wisdom. So when I first picked up on the energy of this pile, it was a repelling energy. Now I know most of the time when I look at this card, I see this beautiful crone woman who is so wise and stunningly powerful and attuned to the energy forces of the universe, of the world, of the galaxy, whatever you want to call, what's out there. But there's something about repelling. Like I see this, I'm looking at this gray streak in her hair, and it makes me think of, yes, somebody who is wise, but someone who might be kind of jaded. Normally I don't get that energy from this card, but today I am. There's not and jaded, but very and just like I'm seeing a lone wolf. Dreaming your wisdom. It's almost as if this feeling of because of your experience keeping other people at bay, and there's a sense of you feeling like it's really wise, but I think it comes from a place of being extremely jaded, being really hurt in the past by humanity, by people, by family, by lovers, by society as a whole. And so you've learned to be defensive and put up these walls, but what you can't see is just how powerful you are inside. Let's get into the tarot and some other cards and look at this a little bit more. I did pre-select cards today. It wasn't really my intention. I told this story in the previous 2 piles, but I had shuffled and I was starting to record the piles, and then I had to go somewhere, and so I started all over again, but I kept the piles that I had already created when I was recording before. So that's why they're pre-selected in this way. Normally I don't do that, but everything happens for a reason, so that's good. 3 of Air, which is the 3 of Swords. Great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. And then we got the 6 of Earth, so 6 of Pentacles. Gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan or paying off debts. I kept pulling cards in this section over here, and your pile got more cards in this section over here. We'll see what happens. Actually, in general, your initial card picks, you had a lot that came out. It's a lot of story. So let's look here. 3 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Earth. And these were to clarify. So the Page of Earth, 20, renewal or judgment, Archangel Jeremiel. Review and evaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. King of Air, brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. That, I think, I'm just hearing like that, in light, I would connect what that's saying with mental health issues or mental health needs, the balanced mental and emotional considerations. And then we have the 5 of Fire, which was the ultimate clarifier for this group over here, 5 of Fire, or the 5 of Wands. So I would say that there could be some sort of separation. Initially, when I was looking at the cards. I had this sense of getting information with the Six of Earth here, because Earth or Pentacles can be very tangible, like 3D, what's happening in your 3D realm, your 3D reality. It's almost like you received, and I think there's a waterfall in this card in the background, like off in the background. It may look like there's a waterfall or lots of energy. It's like a windfall of information, because that could be money, you know, like receiving charity or help somewhere. But I'm getting this like information that really hurt you. You receive some sort of information, it really hurt you. Maybe of an affair of some kind, if these are matters of the heart. It could be just something, you know, I'm hearing for some, a hearing of gambling debts, maybe a partner with the King of Air. Maybe you heard of your partner gambling or excessive debt or something like that. Because there's also the Page of Earth there, which typically is around like good news. Good news about money or finances. And I don't usually read reversals unless a spread or card selections call for it, and I think that this calls for it. It's like lost money, lost time. You found out some news that you're like, that shocked you, that made you feel like, oh my God, so much time, so much of my resources, even if it's your own energy, has been wasted on this person, on this life, on this whatever it is that you're doing. Or whatever is going on in your life right now. It could be business as well, because there's the Pentacles cards there. It could be a business partnership, somebody who squandered the money in the business. Somebody failed you, somebody was talking behind your back kind of thing. The Three of Air is very like the Three of Swords. Can be very, you were deceived, you were manipulated, you were hurt by somebody else. And it really broke you, like it really broke your heart finding out this information. And it made you look at moving on. I think that this is all what's happened in the past, and now with the 20 renewal, you're choosing, or on the brink of choosing, to move on in some way, away from this relationship or towards something else, or this partnership, because they really put you in a predicament where you don't know if you can trust them again. You don't know what to expect. Like how can I move forward in my life, knowing that people are capable of this, or that this person did this to me. And because of this, what's happened in the past, and this moving on, this ending, it's like you're having conflicts with somebody, but ultimately deciding to end something or walk away from something. You're just done with the fighting, done with the bickering, done with all of that. You know, you've been so deceived in the past. You're like, how can I ever love again? How can I move forward? How can I trust anybody again? This is kind of the energy that you're in right now, of this like putting up these boundaries, really pushing other people away. It's causing you all kinds of stress in your life, in your body, inflammation, rapid aging, hormone imbalance. That's what stress can do. Or poor coping mechanisms that you utilize to make yourself feel better in moments of stress and segments of your life that are overwhelming. And that's normal, that's natural as a human being. But I feel like you're just like, how can I break free from this? Like, you're so powerful, you're wise, you've been through a lot, you see a lot. And even though you're so powerful and you're very strong and people see you that way, I think you're tired of being alone, or tired of feeling disappointed in the world. So you put up these boundaries, but you have dreams. You put up a wall and a fight to protect yourself, but what you really want to connect. You're fierce and strong. And maybe sometimes you come across as aggressive. I know women in business, if you identify as a feminine energy type, people don't necessarily like to be bossed around, let's say, in air quotes, by an aggressive woman. Meanwhile, you're just a visionary and you know what you want. You're very strong. You're very pointed. You stand up for yourself. You lean in. You know, you've always been that way. but at the same time, you've used it as a coping mechanism in order to keep people away, to keep people at bay, to push people away before they get a chance to get to you, kind of thing. So I think that you are very successful in life, in business, financially, in your career, but maybe, you know, you've also used that as a crutch. Maybe you identify as a bit of a workaholic, but that might be because you've spent so much time investing in work, your energy into work and your career, because you've been too afraid to connect with other people, but other people have really let you down, right? And so it's almost as if it's almost this energy of like, oh, I knew it. I knew that would happen. But did you know it, or is it a self-fulfilling prophecy? Right, based on old patterns and conditioning and experiences that you had in the past. And so you're always setting yourself up to be let down, not on purpose and not even consciously. You have no idea. This is very subconscious. But I think that you're finding yourself repetitively in these patterns and behaviors. And I'm getting the energy of somebody who's a little bit older, not older, you know, but in the midlife time where you've been through a lot, you've seen a lot, but you're that wall, that exterior, icy exterior that you set for yourself, now that you're wiser and you're more experienced, it's starting to crumble. You're starting to reestablish or think about your values, your beliefs in what it means to be a woman or a man, what it means to be alive, what it means to be successful, what love is to you, right? You're renegotiating that with your higher self, with your inner being, right? Trying to become a new person at this point in your life, starting fresh. But letting go and walking away from old people, patterns, old environments that aren't serving you, you know, and feeling okay to release it, feeling okay to let it go because you're tired of all the drama and the conflict, and you're just like, I don't have time for this. I have other things I want to do, and I don't want to feel so rigid and so angry and so stressed all the time. This isn't who I am. I'm a powerful, light working being. I illuminate spaces, you know, I am the Queen of Wands. That's what this card typically shows me, as the Queen of Wands. Just checking. So, yeah, that's what's going on there. And then on this side, when I pulled these cards, I had Nine of Pentacles, ripeness, the Queen of Swords in reverse, going with the flow in reverse. So that's the Ace of Cups. And then the King of Cups in reverse. And then on top of that, because I was just like, what is happening right here? We have totality, which is the Five of Wands, which is over here as well. You had the Five of Wands twice, coming up twice. Like, there's just so much conflict in your life. And I feel like you're just like, how do I get through this? Like, you're looking forward into your life. How do I cut through all of this, like vines, like in Sleeping Beauty, you know, when Prince Philip is like cutting through all the vines that Maleficent, with her magical dark powers, sprung up around Aurora, like just cutting through all of the thorns, all of the dead weight. That's what you want. With the Nine of Pentacles, kind of at the beginning of that layout there, you want to be free of all of that pain, all of that suffering, all of that disappointment. There is somebody that has really let you down. This king in, there's the King of Cups in reverse. We have the King of Swords over here. There's somebody, a romantic partner that like, or just people. I get the male energy in general, but you know, some people have really let you down. And because of that experience, you have the Queen of Swords there, under there in reverse. Yeah, it's the same sort of idea, that energy of like putting boundaries up, putting up walls to protect yourself, calling people out before they can call you out, really just limiting your contact with love and people and joy and having fun and all that. And you're just so used to the the conflict, it's almost normal and natural for you, but you're so tired at the same time. You can feel it weighing you down. You can feel it aging you faster than you want, right? You can see it on your face. Not that, you look old, but you look tired. People might be saying, oh, you look really, are you feeling okay? You look really tired. You might see it in the mirror, just like, the dullness in your eyes and your face, and it's not that you want to feel that way, and you're looking at yourself like, where is that girl or that boy from years ago? Where's that passion? Where's that spark? I'm such a smart and intelligent, put together, successful person. Why don't I feel that way? And so Spirit wants you to know that, like, you are worthy of what it is that you want. You're worthy of joy and love and abundance and feeling good, right? You've just been in the wrong environments for too long. People who don't respect you, people who don't honor you, people who don't see your value. You feel like you have to push and control and assert yourself so that you're seen. But you don't realize how much your energy can and will draw people in once you let go of the armor, once you put down your armor and start shining your light into the world, start being truly true to yourself and feeling okay with cutting all this dead weight out, letting it go, and letting go of the anger that's connected to it. It's over, it's done, move forward and stop even talking about it, the gossiping, the, glasses with friends over wine and the bitch fests and whatever, as much as that those can be healing to a certain degree, they've been keeping you kind of stuck in this, like, I don't want to say victimhood because you're just too powerful for that. You're not a victim, but you're just like, you're so fed up with people that it's like, I'm seeing somebody, I'd rather be alone with my cats, right? And just like literally home alone, drinking some wine at the end of a really stressful week with your cats and feeling good, but feeling lonely, and feeling disappointed and just feeling like heartbroken because you're still a woman. You're still, meant to love and connect and nurture and spread joy and have fun and play, but you haven't been getting enough of that in your life, Spirit's saying. Look at Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. You got 2 Nine of Pentacles and then the 10 of Cups. So this is what's available. My daughter's just shouting and screaming, yay! This is what is available to you moving forward in your life. It's amazing. You have so much light and love, and you can make your own luck, I'm hearing. You're very good at creating your own success, creating your own luck. But there's an energy shift that needs to happen. And the energy shift is taking care of yourself, going with the flow, letting go of control, accepting the fact that people have let you down, but using all those letdowns as a learning experience so that now you know what it is that you do want. And then at each pile had some advice cards that I had pulled at the beginning of everything before I started pulling the other cards. And so the advice cards here are the Queen of Wands and the Two of Cups. And yeah, there's definitely a romantic relationship that let you down, but just because they betrayed you doesn't take your power away, or you shouldn't let it take your power away. I'm seeing somebody who's just like, enough. She's just saying, or he is just saying, enough. I've had enough. I'm done now with your shenanigans. And I'm calling the shots. And that's it. I'm calling the shots for my own life. I am the leading lady of my own life, and I'm going to follow through. I'm going to take control of my own self, my own selfish needs, which are not selfish, right? I have needs, and I'm going to get those needs met. I'm going to first meet them for myself and not looking for external validation, right? There's a lot of conflict here of expecting other people to maybe even be mind readers a little bit, and feeling like I mean, people aren't mind readers, right? It's one thing if you ask people to meet you, or you ask for help, or you are open to other people's ways of being there for you and showing up, and you're getting to know your love language and all of that. There's a little bit of disappointment there, but I think I'm hearing daddy. There might have been some issues with your father figure in the past when you were a child, or grandparents or something, where or that father figure, that male energy archetype, where they were supposed to be there for you and they weren't, and so you lived a lifetime of like choosing relationships with male energy types that always let you down, and now you've built up this wall around you, but it's not like it's your fault that all this happened. It's just you didn't see clearly. You couldn't see clearly through the shadows of your subconscious mind. And so now that you're focusing on yourself and being really selfish, you're going to be able to let go of this dead weight and bring in all of this abundance of love and community and anything that you wish for, right? I'm hearing like setting the record straight now, and it's not too late. It's never too late. Right, but I mean, Spirit's also congratulating you for being discerning and being able to cut these people out of your life, or these situations, experiences that hurt you and betrayed you. You were able to learn a lot from it. Right here we have the Hanged Man and the World. A lot of major arcana came out in these readings today. At the bottom of the deck we have the Five of Pentacles. So there's this sense of abandonment, sense of like I'm hearing the universe saying like, you forgot me, or feeling forgotten by the universe, but you're not. There were some things that you had to go through. It was up to you. You had to make a choice about giving up control, letting go of these people so that you could allow new opportunities and abundance to come into your life. So it was a bit of a process, but you're opening up, right? Right now, Spirit's just wanting you to focus on yourself, focus on your own self-nurturing, loving yourself, caring for yourself, showing up for yourself on a regular, consistent basis, changing your perspective, coming to a new perspective with the Hanged Man in the World, coming to a new way of looking at your life, at other people. And I'm hearing this a little bit of victimhood mentality here, where it's like all of these people did this stuff to me and that's why I'm so jaded and miserable, and it's their fault and it's not mine. And I mean, there's a little bit of self-pitying going on there, but it's not that you're not allowed to feel those ways, because you've gone through some stuff. People have been kind of shitty to you, and that's not your fault. You didn't manifest that. You didn't create that in your life, but there is a pattern of aligning yourself or welcoming people into your life that aren't very good for you, that are energy vampires, that used you and for their own purposes, and you couldn't see that because of your own conditioning from the past. So you couldn't really see their motivations, but now you do. You couldn't see them. You couldn't see the red flags before, but now you do. And so now Spirit really wants you to integrate that knowledge, that experience. Integrate it, process it, feel it, get angry when you need to, but then let it go, because there's so many other possibilities that are coming into your life, or that can come into your life if you make space for them. And by clearing out some of the dead weight, these people, these situations, this conflict, when that, by clearing all that away, letting it go, maybe even letting go of these high expectations you might have for other people because you have them for yourself. With the Queen of Wands there, you have this high expectation for yourself because, that degree, that need for perfection is a trauma response from childhood, right? Trying to control the narrative, control yourself so everything's perfect, so that you got attention. But that hasn't been working. It's actually been draining you, and not attracting the real partners that are like, bam, aligned with you, that work with you really well, that admire your strength, your passion, your assertiveness, your leadership qualities. I'm seeing a lot of wet noodles in the past. I have to say, it's just a lot of wet noodles, a lot of people who just, they weren't your match, they weren't your equal, but you dealt with it because, that's what you kind of expected out of relationships at a subconscious level. But now you want something different, or nothing at all, if that makes sense. All or nothing, like the right partner, the right, even if it's work, partnership, the right business model, the right thing, whatever that is, and letting go of whatever else, right? Letting go of the wet noodles in your life, the people who show up half-assed, people who aren't aware, the people who haven't done their inner work, right? You've done the work, and you don't have time to pussyfoot. Sorry, you don't have time to mess around with any of that stuff anymore, right? It's like when a young boy comes to, you have an affair, or a young man, not boy, but a young man has an affair with an older woman, and he's hoping to learn stuff from her. And that's okay as long as that's what you want. But do you really want to be teaching children, right, how to be men? Do you want to teach boys how to be men? Or vice versa? Do you want to teach little girls how to be women? No. You're at a point in your life where I think that you just want an equal. They want an equal partnership who's done the work on themselves. They're ready to show up on your level. That's what you're ready for. And it's just, you've been spending a lot of time the last few years just sort of weeding out just the people who aren't that. But you do have to let down that wall a little bit, right? You do have to open up a little bit and honor yourself. Spend a lot of time pampering yourself, and then that stuff's gonna come when at the right time. It might take a little bit of time for you. We have the hanged man in the world. I think it might take more than a year, maybe, of sitting in this new life to see what else is possible. Yeah, after a lot of loss, like overcoming the loss that you've experienced in your life, kind of licking your wounds, so to speak. It's going to take some time, but you want what you want, right? And you're not willing to settle, and that's amazing. That's admirable. When you're not willing to settle, imagine what's possible. Yeah, with the Chariot, like you're just ready to honor your own path, and knowing that it takes as long as it takes. You're just going to go for what it is that you're going to go for. You're very confident right now. I think Spirit's just saying it's time to focus on a little bit of healing and letting go of the anger and resentment a little bit. And that's going to take some time. Some work with a therapist might be recommended as well, or some coaching or something to get through this upheaval that's going on, or just past. There's a big upheaval that's happening or has just happened. So when that's sort of done, right, then you can start to move forward. But you have to make sure that before you push yourself, propel yourself forward before you're ready, make sure you just take the time to overcome what has happened, get comfortable with that reality. Not that it needs to be your reality moving forward, but just get comfortable with what happened, accept it for whatever it was, whatever it taught you, and then move forward. Ruminate in it, and then, get up, get dressed, put something really nice on, go out there looking super fabulous, and go about your business, right? With an open heart, with an open mind, because whatever just ended, whatever wasn't working, was not meant for you. And there's something better that is meant for you. It's just going to take a little bit of time before you get there, a little bit of inner work that you need to do before you get there. But I promise you have the strength for it to do that. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much.